Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's up. Well, anyway, the mine's...
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Zoltan and the others, Loris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye. If something ain't done soon...
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. You reckon we should tell him?
No.
Yeah, well...
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but you...
And what would you have had me do? It was no... Yet still, it was not. The king could have ended me at any...
Yeah. You underestimated...
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his... I'm sorry, brother. It's just... I have never felt so powerless. And when perhaps... No, perhaps the prince feels the same.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few. You will take your...
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to...
Dunno, about the same amount of time. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone. All depends on where we're putting into...
Yes. It's not as if we can put... We have to assume that the whole of Ash...
Then we must find a place they won't think to look.
The Professor? I'll go and tell...
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this.
I do.
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
Don't tell me.
Oh no. I'm working on it's got a reverberatory hood over the top. For the, let's just say it gets very blimmin'. Only mithril engines get hotter. Trouble is, we won't be up, and I hear...
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd...
Oh.
So,
We've got a couple of examples.
more fallen material. So this smelter is similar to the mithril.
That's right. And what's more, they're direct. We've collected as many as we can.
So you want me to visit some?
That's it. And we're only 3 short, Mike. There's one up Amber Way, and another in the Silent South, over at...
All right then.
Will do.
Come back. The stew's awfully thin.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to it.
To what do I owe the honor? Yeah. The weight of all the... Clever girl, that one. What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else?
Tell
Tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. She did my job, actually.
Did she?
Following up on some... Once they'd settled in. The bearers you helped liberating
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked. I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
It doesn't make it true. Ah, Clive, please tell me you've come to take...
I'm not here for Mid.
Then why not ask Molly if you...
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, and we're going to need a safe place to...
Preferably one that won't see me ship.
If it were that easy, do you think very little is known of Ash? We have the good King Barnabas to thank. If there is anywhere safe to...
Then tell us what we will find.
But no splinters.
All right, but interrupt me. Barnabas Tham, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? But then, if it wasn't...
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of...
Probably more visit. Mid. I need everyone in the... I'll fetch Joshua from the...
Aye, aye, Captain.
Please. Grace, stay strong. Ah, my Lord Marquis. It was the greatest honor of my... But now, so I bid... Your companions are kind indeed. I must admit, but I see now.
Yote.
My lord, yes. It's your brother, though he does his best to hide it.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can...
But
his grace's case is severe. So I consulted with Talia, and thankfully a recipe was found. And our supplies are all... Unless we can secure more soon. My lord, I know...
For Joshua.
Thank you.
So?
A rare herb by the name of... It grows only where the ether is densest. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct. The search continues for a new...
So it's only that you can't reach it?
Well, yes.
Then I shall go in your step.
But my...
You've yet to find another source, correct? Besides, I'm a dominant.
Well, Stonerwort is easily identified by its... I shall remain here.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately.
I've got greens of all shapes
Looking
and
for shelter,
sizes.
are you?
Colours too.
Come on inside, I'll
Mostly
introduce you
green
to Mark.
though.
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin?
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure.
I'll give your office a...
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings
you? I heard you were out here on...
Of course. And she's no fool.
That was her just now, wasn't so?
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to North... She's dangerous, Sid.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort.
The Baum Arches. Soon...
Clive, I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade. Seeds for planting. I'll keep providing, but if these pool's going to survive, as of those poor bearers, they've lived their whole lives in small wonder they ain't got the foggiest. And if you're wondering why you, well, Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it.
All right.
Thanks. There. That should be enough to keep him in.
Gizal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. Better that than something that'll wither away. And chocobos love 'em too. They ain't exactly succulent.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Ready, go?
Now to find our stone wart. They mention blood-red petals. There's only one thing for it.
Over here! Attack! Too slow. Nice try.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right.
Ready, go? Yeah! Ready, go? Faster!
All right. Damn it. The whole village has turned. That'll do, girl.
This way!
Good girl. I need to deal with these ones first. This is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
Yeah!
Good.
How did Doris come to know a slaver?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming.
Back to civilization, is it?
With all haste. Lest any of you lack, I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is.
Yes, Mum.
Oh, but it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. Farewell. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me. I surrender.
Sid.
Ah, Doris, you know, but casting your lot with this
Better fighting for a cause. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have... This woman, she raised me like a daughter.
It wasn't all. You were always so eager to learn. But you proved... How about it, my little...
I never swore my blade to liberate the bearers of the... Farewell, master.
You always were a righteous... Perhaps that's the reason I love...
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. And she no longer has friends in high place.
All right.
I am.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you...
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideout. Oh, and your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months, she's been arrested, by the way. Over, she won't be getting off lightly. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the past yourself before you came here. Anyway.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Yotei.
Yes, my lord. I'm sure it will serve us until we...
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much... You think only of how you might help others.
No more than you have minding my brother.
I am honored, but I beg you, my lord.
I'll keep that in mind. Dominion's all but done for.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
And you're just gonna fall into line?
I don't trust this Duke.
Oh, my wards and I may soon...
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended...
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Not that any of those things still exist.
And what does he want with
He wants to transform it into a foundation upon which to build it. He's already secured the support of the...
He would rob the pop...
Believe me. I have used every...
What does Captain Philippe make it? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers...
How? By a man whose stated aim is to revive the... The captain can offer them a regular supply of... No. Any attempt to incite given the mood around town. Mutiny may...
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to for your services to Northreach? And unlike Philippe, well...
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then. In the garrison?
Overseeing the troop.
All right. I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
One at a time now.
Halt. Oh, sorry about that. You got some business with the cap...
No, actually. I was hoping I might...
We're under orders not to let any... But you should be all right. Wait here.
So, you and I shall see it repaid. But tell me...
Neither, Your Eminence.
Ah, I see. You are worried, yet you needn't be. Pride of place, in fact, no more. For it is...
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape, which is more than can be seen. The Empire wants for... With Caer Norvent as her citadel, we need only build a wall. Plans are soon enough. These...
I fear you underestimate. Should they return in force, you will need...
The people will... If Sandbreck is to be rebuilt, she will require one whose authority is... That is why this... So that any man who wishes... And yet, there are the...
Precise. The common folk have little and less. You would sow the seeds of your...
Sabine, we have
Yes! And I told you then how putting the Empire before has...
Without an empire...
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Grieger...
Do not take her name.
I'll come back later. The citizens... I wonder what the people really think of the Dukes. It wouldn't hurt to ask. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall. I've been hearing a lot of...
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting with hardly a word to the day.
I take it you'd rather...
As far as I'm... Just need his...
Sell anything today?
As much as...
The garrison salvaged what they could from...
A question. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
You build a life if he thinks he's nut, we'll do whatever it takes.
What do you think?
All right there.
Just your opinion. I wondered what you thought of the...
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had. Now he's trying to drive us out. If the dame said she...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
And you're just gonna fall into love.
Excuse me, I wondered if you'd mind
Well, I mean, look, the traders might not think the Duke's got a point when he says... And if that means...
It's not only control of the garrison he wants, it's the... We already have a leader in the Dame.
One at a time now. There's enough for...
You're the one who's talking
on the Dame's behalf, yes. What do you think of his plan?
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame. That's where my loyalty is. If the Duke can get us some men...
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to... Do you think that's a good...
It's not. All I know is that... Look, no one wants Sandbreaker's back on it.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Well, what do you think?
Welcome back. Wraiths give you anything?
Captain.
For you? Certainly. Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about that. Do you intend to go along with it?
But to tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a...
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a...
That's right.
Well, she does...
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love. Well, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Clive, were you able to speak?
I was.
Well, it will, though I doubt it will come as they deserve to be heard, Clive.
Sadly, His Eminence I fear he sees the people as mere... Needless to say, they themselves are... Soldiers, meanwhile, are and not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sandbreak? Thank you for trying.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with told the lads I wished them well. Because I realised what really matters. Not following some nobleman's order, protecting. No. I honestly don't know when those monsters... But I'm certain they're not. And when they do come back, we need to stand with you to lead us, milady. It was you who finally convinced there's no point following up.
Indeed.
All of us. That has always been North Reaches. We have only to turn... Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for you. Speaking of Stan, I fear his...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first.
There may be hope for North, especially with men like you. I, for my part, shall continue to work, but I suspect I shall... Until then, Clive.
Until then...
He'd have our coin. I've struck enough.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Time to fight. Don't get surrounded. Nice try. All yours, Torvald. Over here! Get him! Second! Over here! Two down.
Ah, what brings you to...
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gizal. Martha's keen to cut the aprons. I jest, of course. But they'd long since gone to...
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bear so that they'll be able to...
That's not a... These bearers had only recently... They know little of freedom. Unless we teach them how to live. Not that myself and the Guardian... It's about time we all... Unfortunately, we...
The Horde is closing. They're coming, so wait.
Time it all. Gather the men in the square.
Yes, sir.
The Horde.
A Kashek. A veritable... We don't have the numbers to hold back.
Now you're out of...
Precisely. If
What if you could call...
You mean the bearers?
So wait. Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardian.
You're right. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village, your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Let's go.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was...
Thanks to you.
Me?
Lord Rossfield?
So what's the plan?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each
You're going to lure them into
I am. We will have neither the time nor by coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn with luck. And for you and us.
A sound plan. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. Please.
Ha! And let...
Sir Wade! They're here.
Then you know what we work together, each shielding the other that no man might for Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue,
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do what...
Right you are.
The calm before the... And here it comes. Not let this village fall.
Over here!
This one! This one!
Over here!
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest.
Well, the better half of her guarded, Sir Wade.
Hard to say. My men... I could order a
No. You stay here. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when...
If you're sure. May the Founder protect...
Next one's mine. I might not know what
The call was sighted on Rhiannon's ride back towards Mont.
Good girl.
This one.
It's over.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attack. I hesitate to say it, but...
I think it might.
We saved East... Thank you, my...
No, Sway, you brought us together.
We never had nothing, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade, but there's no doubt in we're free men now. We have to fight to... And we shall. This is our home. They'll have us...
Come on, then.
This village is...
They're not slaves anymore.
No. Your father took pity on the bear, and I believe if he was still with us today...
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord. After all, This...
I think you'll find it's easy. But you should be proud. I'll have to pull my weight too. Speaking of which,
Can we continue?
Of course. And I as Rosarian.
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the... I ain't paid you for delivery.
All right.
Lord Rossfield, do you clearing the goblins from... Since that day there have been when the odds seemed so... But every time to be a shield. Know that whatever trials...
So wait, you have always been a I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of...
Thank you. I know the rest of the world.
The hero return. It's lucky you came. Not only did my seeds get delivered...
I just did what I could.
And it's only right. Take it.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back and a home to free bear.
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped. Though I suppose the rest... You know, bearers living free like that. Loath as I am to
I take it you didn't know.
Well, if you really want to know, in fact, that's how I met. He showed up at the stables one day. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Me, I thought he was a new cunt. And before I knew it, the cheat told me I was giving them relief, but got right under my skin it did. And you know what he did? And then I did the same. We made a pact.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, just like your dad. He certainly didn't lack...
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambition, which is why those of us who...
Suppose you're right, and if we don't manage it, good thing we've got a few It's almost enough. Anyway, I'd better get back to work. Let's see about me. The least the folks who saved Eastpool.
That sounds like a... Let's go. That's all of them. So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer.
Clive!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal enough for the villagers to barrack.
Well done.
Welcome back. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that they're keen to help us out?
I am.
Before you can sneak.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his... Unlike my best Soldan. How long's it been? Long enough for us to...
Then your idea of an apology.
Don't listen to him.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, he left it to me. The best blacksmith. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about it.
So you wasted half of mine.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted. I may be a selfish prick.
What you had to do was your duty.
Even if it meant we...
Enough. You can finish beating.
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. Short enough on time. Still... You,
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Don't want any nasty... Oh, and...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. They'll wash right over us if we...
Good idea.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, no heroic last stands, you hear me?
August's right. The people here are tough.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate, and it won't come to that. Take good care of...
Leave it to me. And...
All right. Which one of you's first? Is that it? Apparently not. question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! As many as I c-
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did
Good.
In time, yeah.
Sid, enough to give those, but mostly.
I'm afraid I've only done. There's no getting rid of any, meaning that any living thing would stumble.
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village...
That may, with either flood springing up, or we'll fortify the gates, and I'll see that they're guarded.
All right.
As for you, Black, that's twice you've turned, so... Thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away, sir.
Too bloody right. I always... You leaving gave me the perfect and from that day on, you'd have been the death of it.
Finally. I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Our work used to be the pride of now. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to... I've kept working. Only the average castle apprentice has come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows.
That's a kind offer. There's people who trust their lives to my stick. But that doesn't mean I couldn't. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion.
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in.
I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty...
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid.
And this is?
A token of a luck, but I'm of a... Designs for a certain sword have been passed.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade. I'll admit your cinders making the engravings, and they're not just for...
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Trap? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hat between the two of us.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if...
He's more than welcome, as long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan.
With a little help from Black...
I'll tell you what, Clive.
I'll get him back to the hideaway.
Lord Rosfield. Is
perhaps? Have you learned anything of note?
Little unless.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour...
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultimus, as if protecting.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our method, mayhap it would please you to
Would that be possible?
Of course. A surveys, perchance you are familiar with Kretov. A small hamlet built around a fallen air. I was due to visit my colleague. If you would consent to...
All right.
They will be... Might I suggest you take the road? It will lead you straight to the village.
Thank you.
I wish you a safe...
Everything's back the way it was.
Take that, you naughty thing!
Clive!
I just wanted to see how the town's been.
Since all is absolutely wonderful and firmly at the helm. Just as the good lady...
Are you a lord? They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil.
It's the mayor of it, if the people wish me to lead them. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in, and they have formed what one could call, and they grow more organized.
We'll fight them all off just like last time, won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work, the longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult. Our best hope is by finding those ne'er-do, perhaps certain...
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill... I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and...
I'll go and speak with...
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnes.
I did. I've developed something of a having worked so hard to sentiment, Master Lubor.
You're not the only one.
What does he want?
He asked for my aid in putting down the ban, and he said that you might be up.
Then you've come at just the right time. There are more camps in the... But we must strike together.
All right.
There's one upriver.
Leave it with me.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together. Let them. They'll be no match for us.
Let's go.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Nock and Fingers! Take his head off! Over here!
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where? Ah, I see the banners.
No, but...
No.
What is it?
The whole town. They're saying that Lubor...
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as some of the children's, and when Lubor and without a Christ.
But that's not possible.
It is. If he's a bear. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. Still. All the...
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here.
You're right.
And now I made it a habit to keep a... Well...
We're sorry, but we just couldn't...
There's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me...
Look at him talk...
All lies, I'll wager.
Once people make up, we need to do something. Convince the people not to let...
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. You head to the... Make Conrad and Natalie. They know that Lubor, Lord Underhill of Randall Osley...
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay. I can't promise anything.
And that is all.
Why are you taking the bearer's side? Are you one too?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss out of it?
You all along that he...
Forgive me for disturbing you.
I've seen...
As have I. The rumors...
He'll never be man.
But what if his wares? In this, at least, he's done the town as...
Leniency!
I'm sorry, my lord, but he...
So what do you propose?
Perhaps. And they will thank you.
The townsfolk have made their minds up.
Nor I.
You never know. Once they're...
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
I assume this is...
There's still hope.
But perhaps not.
You mustn't think like that. We'll talk some sense.
No. And your effort...
But Lube...
Rosina would offer that steel does not lie. To yourself be true. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life... But I do not doubt that she will... And so must I be. And now... I must embrace my new role, for only united can they hope to... I'll need to make a...
Don't go, Lubor. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones.
How could it possibly be for the best? The least you can do is give the town...
It would not take...
Over. And so just like that, you're going to... I thought you were better than this, but it seems you have...
Victor.
Forget it.
You sure you're making the right choice?
Of those available to me? Ah, but where are my manners? Right then.
If there's anything I can do...
I'll bear it in mind.
Don't tell me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
Ah, we were just about to...
It's funny. You remember Camille? With a steel, meanwhile, and that whetstone from the... And the final flurry.
A team...
Now. Right.
To the bellows it is.
Well, bugger me.
The sword to end all swords.
It's...
I, trust you.
Thank you.
So, does this make you...
This, it'll take more than that to earn us, but we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road.
We reckon with those items there.
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past.
Then tap.
Trouble with your gear, or... I never... If it hadn't been... What do you want? And?
No need to...
Do you reckon we finally got to the bottom of Blackthorn's... troubles then? That'd be something, eh?
You tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never
Canva lost.
It can't be true. And Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lessons? How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
Ah, sir. Good, thankfully.
I'll fit into the...
Me? The Telemon furnace!
She's a beauty.
You saved my beak.
It's fine.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure you could just... How about that clasp? Looks... And I reckon I know how. It's a metal, see?
Stretchy metal.
Bah. So?
Thank you, Owen.
And I wanted to get some practice in using that. Can't think of any right now. Maybe even one day, the whole...
They'll hardly believe...
What's happened? The guards at the gate are in a right old belly.
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased.
That is good news.
Yes. But I still have much and more. You couldn't do me a quick...
What is it this time?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the camp, find out exactly how much...
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
Don't blame yourself, El. I know, but no buts about it.
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give the talks with the Republic. They've reached an agreement with the Silver, though prices have fallen of late. But the consortium offered...
You had no opportunity...
None at all.
El? I saw
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones. How did the consortium even find...
It's not so surprising. They have... This isn't over. The consortium will have to sell the... I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone?
Are you offering... How kind. You go to Cashlock. Even if I fail to free these, someone needs to prepare the...
Oh, and that... Well, it looks... From meeting the Silver Peak Consort... She'll never join them after this, surely. She means to stay with us then.
You have to trust...
You're right. And if El's off fight, so I bid you, I'll gather my men. You go to Randalar and see...
I'll do my... All right. To Randalar, then. I'll keep Eloise waiting.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal. Looks like this is the...
When are they gonna let us through?
Thanks, Gal.
All finished.
Sick of it!
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with it?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about we had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves.
You misunderstand. The consortium had It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you, and so we resumed.
I did not hesitate. But what is done is done.
Alas, we rarely take on such the bearers belonged.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across... A most demanding fellow. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed. That's what you get when...
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent. They pay good money for bearers, not fit for the...
That does sound... No matter then. And with it, my
associates will...
I'm sorry you weren't it.
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy. Their representative hinted at a possible... I feigned interest in joining them enough as soon as he left.
So you...
No. I entertained the Consortium's... But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find...
You tried.
I did. And if what he... They deserved more. I wanted so badly...
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. A pack of beasts have come down. Theo and the others are... They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some...
Hold on, Theo. Good girl.
Faster!
I can walk from here. Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it...
We just have to pray...
I can do better. Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Where are you, Theo? Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Get him! Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you! Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clark.
That was... His first instinct was always...
And now he's gone, because I sent him to the...
It wasn't against his... He was ready to do whatever it took to show...
To live my own... He never could come to terms with...
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the...
We grew up in Canva, and I was chosen to... I had my father's head for a late bloomer. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th... My parents tried to drive him before they could.
Theo told me something he clearly hadn't, but he said you deserved a better life than just as you freed him from him.
I would be lying if I said I had not how much easier my life might and devoted my... But I have never... Being with my brother meant more. I only had to look at him to remind... He was never a burden, if anything.
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful to you, and that he wanted to repay you, but neither you nor you did whatever was necessary, and you always...
You're right. It was so we could be... Oh, Theo. I know Theo wanted me. We can make a difference here. I need nothing more. So I'll carry on doing what we're bringing smiles to people and to Theo's. This is the life...
I've made a choice to continue helping you.
Thank you, Claire. Let's go on together then.
Let's go.
Faster!
Don't get surrounded.
Oh, no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. It's over! Whatever that thing is, say it's their leader.
should have stayed in the... These must be Cyril's...
You have our thanks.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians. Thanks to them.
You call that your brothers? Surely this service...
We are charged with uncovering a duty of the...
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you?
I know they would. They gave now. To what do we owe?
Cyril told me of your work here.
I see. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Ah, you are...
Yeah.
My thanks. I shall study them.
Cyril, your losses which could have been avoided, were these your...
No. This was every Undying devotes his life to the service of the...
Even when death is of...
My lord, the Undying have served... We live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril, but allow me to offer you, it does not further the cause of the Phoenix. Provide your survey parties with... Think not only of how you can serve the... Please.
I thank you, if you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying, as first shield to the Phoenix...
I do.
Then we are of the same...
The stew's awfully thin these days. Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to Ash.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. All yours. Sorry, but you're not quite there yet.
You mean the Iron Kingdom?
tell me we've run out of pep?
Clive. Coin purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
What do you recommend?
Hope adrift on foam-flecked peaks, despair looms below. Yet in the dark, a flame is sparked that warms us in its glow.
I have no reason to assume other.
Clive, you must listen to this.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divine, and what I discovered appears to agree with...
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with but while I've always known it to be important. Now, however...
Master Clive, have you ever in your... I would think not. Few have, but there was once a time when the faith flourished. Hints of its dogma...
Wait. You said it wait.
Religious monuments are often... But if no new faith... And so...
It would appear the path... So in this case... It would not have been... To think that you carried... I am relieved to discuss...
I shall guard it with my...
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in... I need to speak to everyone
right away. My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, so instead we'll disembark on this... I say we, but... It's hard as well as slow our march. Only Joshua and a scout. Preferably...
You bet you are. Might still borrow some of Lee.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral if you sense any danger at all.
Inconspicuous is the ship ain't going nowhere till you're scared.
Jill. The Enterprise will appear...
Don't worry. You'll be needing
But... If there are no questions...
Let me know when you're leaving.
Of course.
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash.
How do you split the sea?
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Just wanted to let you know that
I'll hold you to...
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Oh, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost. I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and a Kashik.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. All over again. Where the hell are the Royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
Let's go. Faster! Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slabbering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate,
perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Eastland.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait. Joshua.
Fly, Ambrosia!
This place reeks like a moguls arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us. Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal. That must be Eastland.
Straight home now.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap!
Like this?
A question for later, Gap. All yours, Torgal. Here they come!
And come, and come, and come.
It's over! Too slow. It's over! I don't want to die here, Clive! Then don't!
Gav. Gav!
Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck.
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened? Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use. I thought we got them all.
So did I.
Please, no.
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, all right?
My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arcade. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far alone to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arcade is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. One east, to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out.
This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be... The mural is complete. Ultima and this vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix? by the Founder. So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow. And so will I.
Ready, go?
Faster!
All right.
This is it, boy.
I've come for you. Barnabas. Stay close, Torgal. The tower. It's alive. More echoes of the fall. They need to feed on ether. There shouldn't be any here. Floors seem to have a mind of their own.
Get him!
If I were Barnabas, where would I be? The top. So I could look down on the world. Time to fight.
It's over.
That's new. Though I expected to feel like all the rest.
Get him!
was that thing? Hopefully there aren't any more.
You know what to do, boy.
Get up!
off in it!
Almost there. He's here. I can feel him. Why?
The blade must ever feed if her edge is to remain keen.
Watcha.
What care you for these worthless creatures? They are nothing. Weak from the moment of their conception, ever longing for power not theirs to command, they turn unfailingly upon themselves. Like sheep, they roam in filthy flocks, eager to trample those few gifted a fleece of gold. Or that they might feel contentment with their pitiful existence. Prejudice and persecution, severance and strife, every earthly wrong springs from the malice in men's hearts. Malice born of the pain and suffering that is free will. Its corruption is gnawed at your being from the very moment of your birth.
You're wrong. It is no corruption. It is who I am. Every choice I make, right or wrong, gives me reason to carry on. And carry on I shall. Not as a puppet, but as a man. Which are you?
There was a time I too thought those the only choices.
What?
Long ago, God granted man the gift of magic. And with that gift did he build great civilizations. Yet over time, man lost sight of the gift's true meaning, stepping from the path of shared prosperity to one of avarice. He abandoned his creator for sword and flame, and through his folly, beckoned the blight. Yet, there were those few who refused to turn their eyes from the heavens, and they prayed to God that he might lead them back to righteousness. And the Lord, he did answer. Before the worthy shall the gates of paradise open. And so did I spread my arms to the ether, and cast my soul upon its gentle waters. I gave myself unto him. My worth proven, the Lord charged me thus. If your kind are to find salvation, they must be made to serve. You see, paradise lies but a single step away. Could we only take it? Could we only leave our transgressions behind? For none save the pure of heart and mind may set foot in the new world. I will save us. But it all begins and ends with you. You are the key, Mythos. And with this humble offering, shall I prove my faith once more.
So you forsook your kingdom. You forsook yourself to serve. Tell me, how is that living? What you seek to provide is not salvation. It's anything but. Life is about always having a choice. Take that away, and we might as well be dead.
Very well. Come then. Show us the strength of your will.
It's not the strength of my will that should worry you, but the weakness of yours.
If you think your will is stronger, prove it. By this day's end, you shall know the truth.
Nice try.
I'm tired of this. Over here! You will!
Blessed with the might of God, yet still you fight like a man.
God chose you to serve as his vessel, and you cling to this foolish notion of hope when there is none.
Desperate, are we?
been shown the path. Now you must follow it. Free yourself, Mythos. You will not defeat me otherwise.
We'll see.
Perhaps you still require persuasion. Your will hinders me.
Sickle! That's better. Whoa!
Defeated? You admitted defeat the moment you turned your back on us. When you turned your back on the truth, Barnabas. We are not as weak as your God believes.
Men know nothing of strength. But you will. Could it be you have made a weapon of your weakness? My apologies. You are not the fool I took you for. That's So it ends.
No!
Don't tell me you are tired, Mythos! Your stubborn defiance has stirred my long-becalmed heart, filling it with a joy that I have not known for generations! I had thought the tantalizing kiss of self-indulgence a dream forever out of reach. And now that its sweet ruin courses through my veins, I shall not be quick to relinquish it. Show me your work, Mythos, that I might revel in it! Salvation is come! Rejoice as our souls are granted peace unending!
How do you know this day will come? What proof have you?
Your mere existence is proof of the Lord's grand design!
Serve your god!
Many have sought my crown, Mythos, but none could wrest it from my head. Come! Have you the strength? Have you the will?
is at an end.
And we both know the truth. It is I who stand victorious. My will that prevailed.
Your will? No. It was his. Clive Rossfield. Perhaps there is strength in will. Would that I had not relinquished my own.
You relinquished nothing. What was it, if not will, that made you strive for a new world? Strive to win your master's approval? You were shown a fantasy, and you chose to believe it. But you were wrong. There is no world but the one we live in. And that world is worth saving. Even if it means killing a god.
Bold words. From one who has served the Lord so well.
This is pointless.
But I almost forgot. I promised that I would make you presentable. Did I not? We shall fulfill our destinies, just as the Lord's Mother Crystals have fulfilled theirs. Come, Clive Rossfield. Take what is rightfully yours. Become one with God.
No.
At long last, salvation. I'm coming home. Mother.
Tell me, how does it feel?
Show yourself! Face me!
How does it feel to consume your rival's strength? To gorge yourself on their beam? To edge step by trembling step ever closer to the divine? With or without a will, you are still but a vessel, our vessel. Behold, how your body shudders in anticipation of its fate.
It's not yours yet.
No. Come then, O wayward child. We shall await you upon the back of the first worm. There, all shall end and begin again.
Why the hell is my city falling with the captain?
Don't ask me, ask them! Since when was Eugen Hamel one to hide when there was a fight to be had?
Since they stripped me of my rank and banished me from the battlefield. Now I'm stuck wiping the backsides of this one while the city burns and my right tails off with a man half my age! And then you turn up! What the hell are you doing here anyway?
What indeed?
The enemy numbers 200,000 or more, counting yours. There is simply not enough soldiers garrisoned in the capital to repel an army of that size.
Then one of the central keep,
held by a contingent of soldiers and bearers from the surrounding boroughs. They are the sole reason it still stands. And all it took was an army on their doorstep to bring them together.
The prospect of death does put things into perspective.
Perspective. Perhaps it's what we've lacked all along.
I need you to lend me some of your best men, preferably all of them.
My best men? Does it look like I'm able?
I admit this might not be the most convenient time, but my nephew's in trouble, and I may have already promised him your help.
Your nephew, the outlaw? Never! My soldiers have better things to do than die for nothing.
And you and he are of the same mind. Clive fights for the opposite. He fights for a world in which we shouldn't have to live and die for nothing. And he fights today to give us all a chance of a better tomorrow.
Be that as it may, a handful of men cannot stand against the kingdom.
Then mayhap they are the wrong men.
Well, I'll be damned.
Our numbers are few, but I shall rally as many of my dragoons as I'm able. You, apprise the Lord Strategist of the state of the city's defenses.
Yes, Your Radiance.
And you would fight alongside us?
I owe the Phoenix a debt.
Does this vouch for my nephews?
Aye, but I still have my doubts about you.
Which we can discuss later.
Indeed.
You said you had men garrisoned in the keep. Captain, do you know how many yet remain?
Allow me to confirm. Commander?
Whatever their number, Randalar will be needing
Gather the
them
bodies
all.
and build a pyre in the courtyard. Quickly.
Terence.
My lord.
You will find a girl there.
A girl? We are in the middle of a war.
I owe her my life, and I always pay my debts. You are to see that she is provided for.
Dion, I cannot leave.
But you shall. If I am ever to be worthy of the forgiveness of our people, then I must earn it. And I must earn it by my hand, and my hand alone. Know that I do not ask this lightly.
And know that I will do it.
Farewell, Terence.
Farewell, my prince.
Clive! Thank fuck. You alright?
I am. But I'm a damn sight better for seeing you, Joshua.
And Barnabas.
The king is dead.
So they're all...
They are, but so is their killer. He can't hurt anyone anymore. You're safe.
Gav, we need to talk.
I'm sorry, Clive. You know I want nothing more than to go with you.
I do. But I'm glad you're heading back to the Enterprise nonetheless.
And not just for Edda's sake. Our people need to know what happened here.
You can count on me.
As can she, I hope.
Thank you, me lords.
Do you think that was wise?
Wiser than leaving a woman with child alone in the Deadlands. They'll be safer at the hideaway. For now, at least. This land is overrun with Akashic. The king himself was long turned, albeit by choice, all to serve Ultima, in his damnable quest to forge the perfect vessel.
The chaos Barnabas wreaked upon nation after nation. How many were killed for this?
He didn't consider it killing. Or a mercy of sorts. A way to end their suffering. He truly wanted to save mankind, and ultimately use that.
As he uses us.
But why us? What are we?
What are we? We are dominance. That is our fate. But that doesn't mean we have to accept it, which is why we fight. For the right to deny it. Is that not so?
It is. For our sins. Barnabas said something else. That the Mother Crystals were Ultimas.
Ultimas? Are you certain?
We know that the Mother Crystals have been leading the land of Ether. And we also know that it's this which hastens the spread of the Blight. But what I cannot fathom is what Ultima stands to gain from that. What did you find at the Stronghold?
The truth about Ultima's prize. For so long, I believed it to be you, and you alone. Yet, it is not merely a fruit that he desires, but a fruit and phoenix both. That which we became in the skies over Twinside. Only when the twin flames are joined shall his vessel be complete. Quite why he needs a vessel is another question. Unless there is something he cannot achieve without one. Something his immaterial form precludes. Something requiring an unthinkable amount of ether and a body resilient enough to channel it. If I did not know better, brother, I would think that he meant to cast a spell. A spell 1,000 years in the making. A spell to end all spells.
And he cannot do it without us. Nor without the Mother Crystals. But if we destroy them all, we will stop not only the Blight, but Ultima as well. We stick to the plan then. Only this time,
we face him together.
Well, It's a long walk to Stone here. Let's not keep Ultima waiting.
When Barnabas fell, his magic died with him. The road to Stone here is barred to us no longer.